Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the residential commencement of the Washington Youth Challenge Academy Class 2022-1. This marks our 26th ceremony after over a dozen years of reclaiming potential of these courageous young men and women. My name is Colonel Retired Dennis Kerwood, United States Army, Deputy Director of the Washington Youth Challenge Academy, and I'm honored to be your host this afternoon. Please direct your attention to the left side of the auditorium as your cadets enter. Cadet Sergeant Nalira Williams will lead their cadence.
Company, forward, march, left, 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 right, 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 left. Your left, left, right, your left, left, your left, left, right, your left, your left, right, your left, your left, right, your left. Let me hear you clap to your left, clap to your right. Let me hear you clap 2 times. Man, that's how your left, right, your left. Your left, right, your left. Let me hear you stomp to your left, stomp to your right. Let me hear you stomp 2 times. Man, that's how your left, right, your left. Your left, right, your left. Let me hear you lean to your left, lean to your right. Let me hear you lean 2 times. Lean as it was. Your left, right, your left. Your left, right, your left. Left, 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 right, 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 left. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. Hey, 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 we're going home. For my wolf pack, they got it in the bag. Hey, 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 we're going home. For my Spartans, they are our competition. Hey, 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 we're going home. For my eagles, we're flying like a bird. Hey, 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 we're going home. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. Hey, 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 we're going home. Left, 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 right, 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 left, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your left, right, left, left, right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left. Count cases, leg cases, count the cat. I can't hear you. A little bit louder now. That's much better. All together now. Looking good and feeling fine. Drop your left foot just 1 time. Now drop your left foot, drag it right. Drop your left foot, drag it right. If you got that academy pride, break it down and keep it tight. Who are we? Proud to be the mighty man. Your left, your left, your left, right. Your left, your left, your left, right. Your left, right. Company, hold. Thank you.
Please stand as you're willing and able for the posting of the colors, our national anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the Invocation. I invite you to refer to your program for the names of our Cadet Color Guard and Choir. Color Guard, post the colors! Cadet Sergeant Amone Kano will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the Invocation.
My name is Cadet Sergeant Imani Kano. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Present arms. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order, arms. I invite you to join me in the invocation as your respective faith allows. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering us here safely today for a special event. Thank you to all the families that made it, the staff, cadre, and the overall opportunity to get the chance to come together as one. We ask to please put your hands over our loved ones and protect every one of us. Please also remind us that our loved ones who are no longer here with us are always in our hearts and our thoughts. Thank you for the second chance and always blessing us with many more. Thank you for providing a safe environment for us to grow. Teach us to see life through your eyes and continue to guide us with this next chapter of our lives. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Once again, welcome. Good morning, General Welsh, Representative Santos, Mayor Wheeler, Director Steinhilber, Principal Brownell, distinguished guests, family, friends, mentors, and most importantly, cadets of the Washington Youth Challenge Academy. Thank you for joining us in this celebration of Class 2022-1's transition from the residential phase to the post-residential phase. I want to take a moment to reflect on what's before you on this stage. Over the last few years, I've learned that I reveled at our cadets. Each one of them, at a very young age, looked around, took stock of themselves, and said, I'm going to do better. Then, they took active steps to do so. That's true character. For that, each one of you have earned my utmost respect. And I'm proud to have the honor to know you. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this celebration. It's my honor to introduce our first speaker, the Commander of the Washington Air National Guard, responsible for the mission readiness and operational effectiveness of over 2,100 military and civilian personnel assigned across the state. Most significantly to our celebration today, he is also the commanding officer under the State Adjutant General and the Governor for the Washington Youth Challenge Academy. Please join me in welcoming a professional I personally respect, Brigadier General Gent Welsh.
All right, these lights are really bright and I'm tall, so if I stoop over and keep preaching into this thing, you know why. First of all, I think I did pass the first test and I made it up the stairs without falling, so that's a challenge to you, Representative Santos, as well. So, again, thanks for the intro, Dennis. There's a lot of things I get to do in my job as it's actually 3 jobs. Command the Washington Air National Guard, the Assistant Adjutant General for Air, the Deputy Director of the Washington Military Department. But one of the coolest things I get to do is come up to the Youth Academy and actually see our future in action. You know, and it's one of those things that actually puts a spring in my step and kind of refills the pot just a little bit. And you know, I left the cadet dinner yesterday with a big smile on my face, and it was something I thought about all the way home. But I'm not going to bore you with a long speech. I'm just going to tell you that prepping for this thing, I really kind of had sort of 2 thank yous. The first one is to the parents. And there's a lot of you out there, and it goes all the way up to the top. I don't know what the capacity is here, probably over 1,000 in here now, but you have endured a lot. And I'll tell you this as a parent of a high schooler that dropped out. So not a story that I've told a lot, but my son dropped out, and we got him back on the track. We didn't actually send him up to the Youth Academy, which I probably should have after seeing this program in action. But I can remember those phone calls at 5 o'clock at night from the robocaller at school saying, your son, fill in the automated name, didn't make it to school today. And just the sense of dread and hopelessness that I felt for him and his future. And it took a lot of patience between his mother and me to get him back on track. And as a parent, I feel you, and I know what you've been through for that one. And thank you for having faith in your sons and daughters to be up here today, and entrusting this Youth Academy with your sons and daughters. And I can absolutely guarantee you that you will get them back today far different than you dropped them off 6 months ago. So that I can guarantee. The second thing I want to say is really to the cadet population behind me, and it's kind of an awkward twist to go back here, but there's a great movie out there called Saving Private Ryan. And there's a very famous scene at the end of that movie where a very young-looking Tom Hanks is talking to a very young-looking Matt Damon. And he says something very simple, and it's earn this. Anybody remember that one? Earn this. And that's what I challenge you to do every day. So for everybody behind me, I want you to take a step back right now while I'm talking and just take the moment in. Just realize that where you're at, all the challenges that you've had to go through to get to the point where you're at today, and realize that life will continue to throw you curveballs, and it's not going to be easy. But I want you to remember the hope and the optimism and the confidence that you have today, because that moment is going to carry you on the rest of your life. You will remember this. You're going to remember the folks to the left and the right of you. And that's going to be something that you take with you. You earn this. And for some of you, this may be the first thing that you actually earned and was this hard to get to. So congrats. All right, that's it for me. But I would like to introduce our awesome next speaker. She has spent her entire public service career improving our educational system and eliminating educational inequities. Representative Sharon Tomiko Santos has been a member of our state legislature for more than 2 decades. She's the chair of the House Education Committee and believes in each and every student, and that's this entire group behind me. Everybody deserves the opportunity to thrive in a school and succeed, more importantly, in life. She is a true partner with a strong record for advocating for high-performing learning programs like ours. And I'm very pleased to meet her earlier today, and I'm awesomely pleased to introduce you. So please help me welcome Representative Santos.
Brigadier General Welsh, Commandant Acuna, Director Steinhilber, cadets, families, and friends, good afternoon. I thank you for the honor and the privilege to join all of you on this momentous occasion for the Washington Youth Challenge Academy, but especially for our cadets who are soon to be graduates. I am delighted to be among the first to congratulate the class of 2022-1 on their significant accomplishments individually and as a group. Graduates, I first of all apologize for having my back to you, but do know that my comments come from my heart, and while I have my back to you, it's only because the microphone is in front of me. Graduates, you have come of age in a period of extraordinary turmoil, facing unimaginable obstacles and challenges in life and in school that read like the plot of a dystopian novel. There is COVID, of course, as well as all of the attendant trauma and upheaval related to living and learning in a pandemic, to the rising racial reckoning across this country, and to the resurgence of tyranny and despotism across the world. And yet, you persevered undeterred. And now, look at the person that you have become as a result of the incredible, incomparable past 22 weeks. I like what I see. Tested by exceptional circumstances, you have shown that you have what it takes to be what I am referring to as the next greatest generation. The greatest generation, of course, was the reference popularized by the journalist Tom Brokaw, identifying those born between 1900 and the 1920s who lived through the last global pandemic of influenza, through 2 world wars, and through the Great Depression. That generation has been lionized for ushering in an era of prosperity and stability through their shared values of hard work, thrift, and personal responsibility. As the next greatest generation, you too have developed traits that were forged in and honed through your unique hardships and experiences, which with the assistance of the staff and instructors at the Washington Youth Challenge Academy helped you to arrive at this moment, and which will influence the mark you will make on the world. Traits such as creativity, persistence, flexibility, self-reliance, and teamwork. When the world turned upside down, you couldn't continue to conduct business as usual, so you discarded familiar and conventional ways and instead imagined new ways to accomplish your goals and objectives. You focused on your studies and continued your training no matter how hard and no matter how discouraging. You learned to be open to constant change, as well as to be open to different ideas and points of view, giving you the ability to regroup and transition nimbly, and to transcend historical biases and battle lines. These experiences taught you self-confidence, helping you to frame an outlook that is constructive, which sees opportunities rather than dead ends. And you managed to establish an Esprit De Corps through your concerted efforts, camaraderie, and common cause. This recognition of yourself in relation to others is the heart and soul of community. It is to fully understand the notion that when one of us falls, we all stumble. So we must work together to catch and support one another. For as the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. noted in his commencement address to the 1965 class of Oberlin College, quote, "I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be. And you can never be what you ought to be until I am what I ought to be." You are thus well-equipped indeed to take the next step in your journey, wherever it may lead. What I see in you gives me great hope. Like your great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents before you, you have been shaped, but not beaten, by the events and circumstances which surround you. If anything, you are stronger and more capable for living through the most trying of times. What's more, you are armed with the knowledge, the skills, the vision, and the heart to forge a new future, not only for yourselves, but for all your community. Class of 2022-1, as representatives of the next greatest generation, go forth with pride and satisfaction at what you have accomplished here at the Washington Youth Challenge Academy. We look forward to all you will continue to accomplish. On behalf of the great state of Washington, congratulations.
Thank you for those inspiring words, Representative Santos. We have a tradition of inviting alumni graduates to speak, and it is my honor to introduce Ms. Santana Rabang. Cadet Rabang completed the residential portion of the Washington Youth Challenge Academy in 2012. She identifies as from Lumi Nation, Nooksuk Tribe, and First Nation Shawai Village. She is currently a producer and lead researcher at Children of the Setting Sun Productions and is committed to finding ways to be an asset to her organization, community, and her people. Please join me in welcoming Santana Rabang.
Santana Rabang, Sanasnat, Chakhlamisan. Hello, my respected people. My name is Santana Rabang. I come from Lummi. I'm so excited to be speaking in front of you today as an alumni from 2012-2. I can't believe it's been 10 years. Being here today brings back so many memories that make me feel extremely emotional, but I think the most prominent one is just being proud. I'm so proud of all of you who are sitting in front of me, or behind me, I should say, today. I know this journey wasn't easy, especially if you had the nerve to try out for Rangers. That was no joke. And I heard you guys didn't get berets, so I'm really sorry about that. Reflecting back to this time and in this moment, it was one of the happiest times in my life. This camaraderie that you felt with your fellow brothers and sisters this past 5.5 months is hard to come by. The connections you've made with each other, with your cadre, you're going to remember the rest of your life. I know I have. I still have fond memories of Master Sergeant Burt, Master Sergeant Willis, who is LT now, and Sergeant Lyons, who is the counselor. And especially when Master Sergeant Burt always hit us with that half-right face. We knew what was about to happen next. But before you go home, I want to share something with you that has stuck with me until this day that I still look back and reflect on. And that's the hard part isn't being here. The hard part is when you walk out those doors and go back to a life when you're going to have to learn to discipline yourself. It's up to you now to take what you've learned here and apply it to the outside world. And trust me, it's easier said than done. After graduation, little did I know my life would be flipped upside down to what then turned into one of the worst times of my life. Reality set in. Both my parents were incarcerated. My brothers got taken away from CPS and were placed with our band. Then one morning, I received a call that my best friend, Devontae Thompson, was murdered at a house party. A party I know I could have gone to. Resisting the temptation of going to that party is what saved my life and what probably could have saved his as well. There's so much pressure in this time that you're in right now to fit in. And by fitting in, you have to go to parties and engage in activities that aren't benefiting you or your future. I went through that phase, and trust me, it's not cool. When I lost my best friend, I dropped out of high school the last few months of my senior year, just 5 credits shy of graduating. I didn't get my diploma until 2 years later. I turned 21, and it felt like my life really went downhill from there. I reverted to alcohol to mask any trauma I was carrying from the lack of stability in my life. And then there was a moment when I hit complete rock bottom. I had to ask myself, is this the life I want to live? The answer to that was clearly no. This is where I had to remember the importance of discipline and integrity. I took accountability of my actions, and most importantly, I didn't allow my mistakes to define who I was as a person. In 2019, I enrolled into Northwest Indian College, which is located on the ancestral lands of Lummi, a community I got to grow up in. The education, engagement in community, and my culture is ultimately what saved my life. Attending a tribal college is not like any other public college. I remember the hardest assignment I got was filling out a family tree. The furthest I knew was my grandparents. Today, I've learned all the way up to my 4th great-grandfather. My education was grounded in learning who I am and where I come from. From there, I learned the importance of advancing Indigenous knowledge and promoting tribal sovereignty. I also learned the very harsh injustices of what Indigenous peoples have endured that still continue today. This all taught me that my education is not only for my success, but also in remembrance of those who come before me, for future generations, and for the protection of our homelands. After 3 long years, I am finally due to graduate from Northwest Indian College this Friday. My next plan is to continue my education at Fairhaven College, where I will create my own program of study around Indigenous socio-environmental justice. And for the past 1.5 years, I've been working at Children of the Setting Sun Productions as a producer and lead researcher. This job is everything I could have asked for. When I first enrolled into college, I remember those daunting questions. What do you want to do? What kind of career do you want? The only answer I could come up with is, I just want to speak. It felt silly at that moment, but to see myself now, standing in front of you all today, everything feels like it's coming to fruition. I have a job where we use traditional storytelling as a form of education through film. I'm able to use my voice to speak on behalf of Indigenous people, Mother Earth, and all living things. While doing that, it has also opened the door for beautiful opportunities like this. So again, I can't express how proud and grateful I am to be here. Please remember what I've shared with you today. The true battle starts now, and when life knocks you down or you feel like giving up, remind yourself that this pain or this feeling is temporary and you will get through it. Haishka Kwanasinatacho Isai Simplatsati Napalia. Thank you for being here today. My hands go up to you.
It's now time to hear from our cadets. Our first cadet speaker distinguished himself early in the cycle, serving as the cadet company commander and maintaining senior leadership roles throughout. It is my honor to introduce to you Cadet Lieutenant Tyler Harris, representing 1st Platoon Wolfpack and hailing from Olympia.
Good evening, parents, mentors, cadre, and staff. My name is Tyler Harris, and we stand before you today as the soon-to-be graduating class of 22-1. The graduates here are the ones who had the stamina and rigor to complete the program. Through all of the challenges we faced, we put forth the hard work and continued to strive on. We had multiple opportunities to quit, home pass being the most recent. We had to go home and apply what we have been learning without the training wheels that the academy provided. Now that we are graduating, we can use the knowledge and expertise we've gained at the academy in the real world.
During this cycle, I was awarded the honor and responsibility of being the first-term company commander. For that time, it was my privilege to see our company grow. Throughout the cycle, each platoon has been competing to earn the most points through various competitions throughout the cycle. And while only one platoon has won, congratulations, 2nd Platoon, we have all gained the physical and mental strength to call ourselves worthy competitors. Throughout the cycle, one platoon's success only motivated the other platoons to work harder and strive for their very best. But it wasn't just the competition between platoons that made us strive to be better. It was also the influence and support of our cadre. For the past 5.5 months, our cadre have been the ones supporting us. As always. All the staff here have been looking out for and supporting us. However, the ones who stand out to me are our cadre. We were lucky to have such an involved cadre who truly care about the impact and influence they have on our lives. It is evident that they are not just here for the cadets. It is evident that they are not just here for a paycheck. They are here for the cadets and they actually care. And they have their work cut out for them sometimes. It is no secret that my platoon, 1st Platoon, had slightly more difficulty coming together this cycle. However, on game days, nothing else mattered but the victories we were able to achieve together. We took a win at T-Bex by winning the amazing race with teamwork and determination. My platoon may have struggled at times, but when things got hard for one of us, we were all there for each other, as opposed to at the beginning of the cycle when we could barely be in the same area. 1st Platoon had obstacles that we had to overcome, dealing with respect and integrity. It wasn't something we were immediately able to fix, but over the course of the cycle, we learned to respect each other and ourselves. We went from a group of 42 candidates who didn't want anything to do with each other to a family of 33 graduating cadets who have supported and motivated each other to finish the program. 1st Platoon may not have secured the rock this cycle. However, we did come away with life lessons and friends that will last a lifetime. Not just on a platoon level, but also personally, the Washington Youth Academy has impacted me greatly. Physically, I have improved throughout the cycle. Before coming here, I would never really work out, and now I'm working out every day and plan to continue that even after graduating the academy. Perhaps more important than my physical improvements are my growths mentally. I've grown to be mentally stronger and more resilient. I've learned that leading isn't just telling people what to do, and I've learned how to accept criticism as an opportunity to grow. In addition to the personal successes, I've been able to achieve, with the help of our staff and cadre, an idea of what I want to do with my life. They've introduced me to new ideas and career paths that I didn't even know about. I don't know where I would be or what I would be doing if I hadn't have come to the academy, but I am glad that I did. Thank you.
I've gotten to know our next cadet speaker very well. And at one point in the cycle, he tried to out-stubborn me and found his stubbornness waning. But life has thrown him some hard knocks, and I'm proud to have watched him grow beyond them. Cadet Private First Class Ramiro Martinez Cuevas, representing 2nd Platoon Spartans and hailing from Yakima.
Good evening. General Welsh, Representative Santos, Director Steinhilber, sorry if I didn't say that correct, the Washington Youth Academy, cadre, staff, and the distinguished guests and family and friends. Welcome to the graduation of Class 2022-1. I'm Cadet Martinez from 2nd Platoon. And before I came to the Washington Youth Academy, I was on the wrong path, credit deficient, I was on my own. I came to the orientation and didn't think much of the day in the life of the academy. Once I came on intake day, I wanted to cry as I left my mother's car, but I knew what I signed up for. I remember day 0. I wanted to quit my first day at the academy, but Sergeant Tyrell pulled me aside. Yes, Sergeant Tyrell pulled me aside in the quiet room / rec room to talk to me and told me he remembered me from orientation and said to me to stay strong, to do it for myself, and if I couldn't do it for myself, do it for my family, who has been a strong rock, mainly my mother for continually pushing me forward to move forward and to not quit. I'm glad my mother continued to tell me she wasn't going to pick me up because it helped me finish the academy. Every time I told her I wanted to quit, she wouldn't let me. She told me if she could be cancer, I could finish the academy. Before I came to the academy, I didn't have a structured schedule. I had to a bad mindset. It was structured. Waking up the sergeant screaming at us to get on the line at 4:45 a.m. Only having 10 minutes to use the latrine, and for those who don't understand, the latrine is the restroom. Making my bunk, getting ready for physical fitness, PT. Not knowing my first day of PT, we had to learn certain exercises, and if we didn't do them right, we get dropped in the friendly rest, also known as the push-up. But PT helped me get in the right mindset to start my day on the right note. Birthdays were the best, doing push-ups for being a year older. Learning new things like marching, staying on the same foot as my sergeant, screaming, your left, your left, your left, right, left. Learning if we didn't make it to the bay where the platoon slept on time, where we cadets call time hags, we would have to run out and reform, which means do it again until you get it right. I had to adapt to being with other people with different backgrounds and learning our differences. Knowing I miss my family, mainly my mom, and all those around me felt the same. But we all came together. Those to my right and those to my left stuck it out and finished strong. When the platoon had its downs around drill and ceremony, Esprit De Corps helped us come together. The meaning behind Esprit De Corps is a sense of unity, commitment to achieve a common goal. It is precisely pulling each other together even in the greatest times of adversity. Me and my Spartan brothers always came together. Together stronger, even when these events happened, while the other platoons showed a lot of improvement, I think we were the best platoon at coming together. Even when down and out, even when we couldn't look at each other, we cheered, marched, and sounded off. When it came to proving why the streamers belong to us, I'm thankful for my cadre not giving up on me. I'm glad that even when I ran away multiple times, LT Willis, and Matt Sergeant Broxton, Sergeant Barker always encouraged me to continue on to be the best role model I can be for my siblings. To my Wolfpack brothers and to my Eagle sisters, continue pushing forward. Good luck to you and your futures. To my Spartan brothers, we had our ups and downs, but when we needed to come together, we did. We stuck it out. At first, we were strangers. Now we're brothers, a big family with memories. I'll never forget my brothers, and good luck to my Spartans and their success in the future. Shout out to Miss Amy Meyer, Sergeant Bradley Barker, Sergeant Jose Martinez, he's gonna smoke us after, Master Sergeant Michelle Rawback, Master Sergeant Willie Broxton Dynamite, Master Sergeant Mark Wada, even though he's not here, LT Stephen Wood, Counselor Melissa Faulkner, Commandant Chris Acuna, Deputy Director Dennis Kern, and to all the staff that mentor me and my fellow cadets of Class 22-1, thank you for caring for us and mentoring us. Thank you to the Raza and the families that came out and had to miss work. Thank you.
Our final cadet speaker also distinguished herself throughout the cycle, serving as the Cadet First Sergeant, and she continues to lead her peers. Cadet Sergeant Amone Kano, representing 3rd Platoon Eagles and hailing from Kennewick.
Welcome. My name is Imani Kano, and I'm an 18-year-old girl who thought she had it together. I had choices to make and options to better myself mentally, physically, emotionally, and intellectually. The Academy was the best choice for myself, and I believe I was supposed to be here. Cycle 22-1, I am proud of you. I know you all have come a long way. I see your growth, I see your accomplishments, I see you succeeding, I see your mistakes, but I see a better you. I see young adults learning from their failures. Each one of you in each platoon has their own stories and their own legacy that will be left at the Washington Youth Academy. From acclimation, to being quarantined, to T-Begs, to home pass, to getting the chance to walk the stage. You all did it. You are the reason why you are here now. Be proud of yourselves. Realize you've grown in extraordinary ways. Your next step is around the corner. I see the best futures in this cycle, the best doctors, the best entrepreneurs, the best mechanics, the best barbers, the best of the best. Take all the time here and savor it in your hearts. Take every long speech and advice from the cadre, because you'll never know when you'll hear it again. Learn to be disciplined in the most beautiful ways possible. Being put on our face was only to make us stronger. Reforming during PT was only to make us faster. Long school days were only to make us smarter. Being away for 5.5 months was for us. A better mindset, consistency, and growth in every aspect. It was always nice seeing healthy competition. The many hours we put into drill and ceremony and all the complaints paid off. Hearing the enthusiasm from each platoon during Esprit De Corps made us all want to be louder and louder. Pushing ourselves to be faster and working together during T-Bex was an eye-opener. It was all an eye-opener. We finally saw the connections we were building. We realized we didn't have much time left with one another. We saw how far each other has come. This is just the beginning. I want to say, keep pushing yourselves to be better. Your reflection is your biggest competition. Thank you to all the platoons for making this cycle a great experience. Thank you, First Platoon, for screaming loudly in the morning during PT and motivating all of us. I have met some great individuals in your platoon, and you have shown me how easy it can be to talk to new people and build connections. Thank you for that. Thank you to Second Platoon for always being competition. It pushed us to be driven just like you. A big thank you to all the staff and the cadre at the Academy. You have all pushed and inspired us daily. You all have taught us much more than anyone else has in just 5 months. Sharing your struggles with us helped us realize we're all human. You showed us that it's okay to fall, but it's not okay to give up. You have marked a spot in all of our hearts, and we will forever remember the lessons you've taught us. Thank you to the director, the deputy, the commandant for providing a safe place and healthy environment for teams who need a little push in life. We are beyond blessed for this opportunity. A big thank you to 3rd Platoon. I'm your #1 fan. I'll always support you ladies. I'll miss the late night speeches I would give you and waking you girls up in the morning. I'll miss helping you get ready, fixing your ribbons, helping with your hair, passing the toilet paper, and many more memories that I hope will randomly cross my mind. Thank you for not being my baymates, but being my family. I know we will miss all the BDU drills and hitting the fence together. It's the smallest arguments that we've had in the latrine that will have us laughing. It's the most irritating moments we will miss. It's Master Sergeant Andrews and Master Sergeant Borka's long talks that had us late to chow that we will wish to have some days. Thank you, Master Sergeant Boston, for being someone I can go to when I need a laugh. A special thank you to Master Sergeant Palmer for not seeing me as a teenager, but as someone who has lots of potential. You're the reason I view myself the way I do. You have inspired me to be the best version of myself. You have made a huge impact in my life. Thank you again, Master Sergeant Palmer, for being someone I can go to and hearing me out. Thank you for being the adults and giving us the guidance we may not have had. You all will be missed. I'll miss this academy and the people I met. I'll miss the bonds that were made, and I know I'll forever be grateful for the second chance that I got. Our stories are just beginning. You all worked hard and it shows. You were pushed to your limits and you have climbed to the top. It was not an easy journey, but you all persevered. Slowly it came to an end, but it's just the start. This academy has picked us up and got us back on our feet again. Now it's time to walk. Like Master Sergeant Andrews once said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. Putting yourselves in a new environment is hard, but you all did it. No longer let your failures get in the way of the future you want. Go home and be an influence. Lead those that need to be led. A good mentor, Master Sergeant Palmer, once told me, tell them and they'll forget. Show them and they'll remember. Involve them and they'll learn. It's all mindset. Yes, we've made memories, but most importantly, we've made every day count. You are all champions now in my eyes. Lace up your boots because your next chapter is about to begin. Thank you.
Please enjoy this montage of who your cadets have grown into.
Every Youth Academy graduate has the benefit of a 501c3 foundation that funds a multitude of scholarship opportunities even years after cadets finish the program. Visit the Washington Youth Academy Foundation's website to learn more about what they can do for you. Perfect for the season, our next speaker comes bearing gifts. Proud parent of a 2013 graduate, Tammy Neese is the Vice President of Finance and Administration for Junior Achievement Washington, founder of the Parent Boosters, and is our current Washington Youth Academy Foundation Vice Chair.
Thank you, Amy, for that wonderful introduction. Cadets, families, Cadre Academy staff, and distinguished guests, I am so honored to be here today representing the Washington Youth Challenge Academy Foundation. I'm representing the board of directors today, and it is difficult to believe that just 5.5 short months ago, parents, you dropped off your sons and daughters, and you were asked to trust the process. You have spent countless hours waiting for Sunday calls, waiting for letters to be delivered, and today I invite you to pause just for a moment and look at the reward before you in these incredible cadets that have met the challenge. You extended your reach in every letter, every phone call, every time you said no, I will not pick you up. As a parent of a graduate from 2013, I want to personally welcome to your new role as alumni, parents, and families, and congratulate you. You did it. I want to personally welcome you to stay involved, stay connected, and we're here for you. Cadets, take a moment to look out to this incredible organization of the network of support of parents and community members that you have, your friends, your families, your educators, and your cadre. They are your support network. This is a day for you to remember. This is a day when everything you have learned you will allow to take with you and extend your reach into your future. The mission of the Washington Youth Academy Foundation is quite simple. We exist to support the cadets and the Academy program. As a nonprofit run strictly by volunteers, all funds raised by the foundation go directly back into the programs and assistance for cadets. Currently, our board is comprised of 11 members that is made from past parents, mentors of cadets, boosters, educators, and retired military officers, including 2 of the founding members of the Washington Youth Academy Challenge Foundation. I'd like to take a moment just to recognize one member, Jim Peterson. If you would please stand just for one moment. Jim is in the audience today with his wife, Kathy. Jim is retiring from the foundation board this month after 15 years of service to this organization. He leaves behind a legacy that includes starting the foundation at the request of General Tim Lowenberg back in 2007 when he retired as the Chief Financial Officer at the Washington Military Department. He was instrumental in successfully seeing the doors open to the very first class of the Academy of 2009. Jim recently shared that attending every graduation makes the thousands of hours of volunteer work worth every second when he gets to see the changes in the cadets and their positive outlook to their future. Jim is retiring from his current board duties. However, last night he assured us that he will lead the foundation in supporting a Central Washington campus as we have an opportunity to expand our reach to provide access to even more students across the state. Thank you, Jim, for your tireless efforts. Thank you. To achieve our mission of supporting the Academy cadets and graduates, we raise funds with the help of charitable foundations, tribal and corporate sponsors, logo-wear fundraising, and individual donations. As alumni, parents, and cadets and graduates, your support of the foundation will directly support the future cadets and today's graduates. We invite you to stay connected to the family site for upcoming opportunities. Over the years, the foundation has awarded over $500,000 in cadet financial assistance, including scholarships and job training, The foundation has funded academy science and reading programs, purchased clothing and job training equipment, bought tools, boots, gloves for community service. Scholarships awarded include all trades and all career pathways, such as cosmetology, barber school, mechanic, nursing, dental school, diving, real estate, all types of careers for graduate cadets. Most recently, since 2020, even with COVID operations, the foundation has awarded over $60,000 in scholarships for high school and post-high school continuing education and training awards. To the graduates today, please continue your study and get your high school diploma. Following your post-residential phase of the program, we want to ask you to apply for scholarships from the foundation, and parents, we invite you to encourage that application process. As you graduate, cadets, you're eligible for financial assistance from the foundation, and we are here to support you. If you have a dream, we will help you achieve it. I want to personally recognize our scholarship recipients from class 22-1. Cadets, when I call your name, if you would please stand and remain standing until all the awards are announced. The foundation has awarded the Leandro Scholarship for leadership to a cadet that has demonstrated notable performance under extreme difficult circumstances that merit recognition, overcoming learning challenges, exemplary consistency, and self-discipline. The outstanding recipient receiving this prestigious award is Cadet David Hernandez from 2nd Platoon. Cadet Hernandez. Cadet Hernandez receives a $1,000 scholarship for leadership for post-education or job training. The next scholarship is the Major General Tim and Mary Lowenberg Scholarship Award for Excellence. It is awarded to the cadet of the class, Cadet Tyler Harris of 1st Platoon Wolfpack. Cadet Harris will receive a $1,000 scholarship for post-high school education and job training. The Burns Peterson Family Scholarship for Scholastic Achievement is awarded to the cadet with the highest scholastic achievement, and each cycle is based on several factors, including grade point average. The Burns Peterson Family Scholarship for Scholastic Achievement for $1,500 is awarded to Cadet Ian Landry from 2nd Platoon Spartans. Lastly, it is my dear pleasure to announce a new award that we have available through the foundation. It is called the Larry Pierce Humanitarian Legacy Award. These awards are supported by the family of the late Larry Pierce. Larry spent 36 years of service working in secondary, post-secondary, and adult education. He worked as a drug education specialist, unit activity test control officer in the Army, a division administrator in the college system, a tribal school principal and superintendent, and a juvenile and adult probation officer. His career in public service culminated at the Washington Youth Challenge Academy, where he was instrumental in launching the first class of 2009 and served as both deputy director and director over a 10-year span. Over that decade, Larry helped thousands of youth turn their lives around and become productive citizens in their communities. As a humanitarian, Larry served with kindness and empathy. The cadre and counselors have chosen one cadet from each platoon who best embodies Larry's legacy of spirit, kindness, empathy, camaraderie, and inclusiveness. The following cadets each received an award of $150 to be used in any way they find important to carry on his legacy to the service of others. From 1st Platoon, Cadet David Congalo. From 2nd Platoon, Spartans, Cadet Elijah Naiha Ye. And from 3rd Platoon, Cadet Imani Kano. Thank you, Cadet. cadets who may need to complete it. I have a quick housekeeping announcement in order that the foundation boosters have messaged me while I was in the audience and said there are pre-orders over at the Academy that haven't been picked up yet for logo wear. So before you leave the vicinity, the boosters will be open at the Academy for an hour after graduation. So if you have pre-orders that you haven't picked up or you yet need to purchase logo wear, please go back to the Academy and see the boosters. In closing, I have a heartfelt thank you to the leadership, the staff, and the cadre. Without these people, we would not be here. They are the best in the nation, and they have taught your sons and daughters a foundation for their future that none of us could teach them. Cadets, as you venture into your post-residential phase, please remember what you learned here and how you discovered you are capable of greatness. In the words of the late director Larry Pierce, cadets, when you leave here, please remember why you came here. Thank you.
It's my pleasure to introduce our mentoring and placement supervisor. This time every year, her team is preparing for commencement with the rest of the staff, while simultaneously preparing for the next class of cadets and reaching out to mentors and graduates from our last 2 cycles for placement reports. Please join me in welcoming Jen Bristol.
Thank you, Deputy. Before I start on what's written on the page, is there any chance that Miss Michelle Hylack has joined us since the last announcement was made? If so, if you can please make your way to the front to Miss Amy Meyer, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much. Sorry, I hate speaking. I'm just going to own my shortcomings right now. All right. Mentorship. It's a vital component in the success both of the Washington Youth Challenge Academy as well as the individual lives of cadets. Mentors are volunteers who take on the sometimes seemingly thankless task of being a support, a sounding guide, sounding board, a guide, and a reality check. They have spent countless hours building and strengthening their relationships with your loved ones in the past 5+ months, and they have committed to continue that fine work in the next year, staying in contact with each cadet for 4 hours a month and with the Academy at least one time during the month. In front of you, I'm such a sap. All right. In front of you are 3 of our committed mentors. They have gone above and beyond this cycle. This, by the way, I'm going to address this to all of you. This is a sign of passion. Never mistake it for a sign of weakness. Tears are important. They mean we feel, right? And those of us at the Academy feel deeply about what we do. These 3 mentors have gone above and beyond the call of duty this cycle. The Extra Mile Mentor Award is presented to a mentor in the class who has demonstrated just how valuable the mentoring relationship can become. We received many nominations for this award, and it was very difficult to choose between them. Cadets, as I call your name, please stand to recognize your mentor for this award. For 1st Platoon Wolfpack, Mentor Reg Rasmussen, nominated by Cadet Harris. For 2nd Platoon Spartans, Mentor Nathan Poplowski, nominated by Cadet Ortiz. And for Platoon Eagles, Mentor Michelle Pilak, nominated by Cadet Rice. These mentors capitalized on their unique skills. Some supported their cadets by writing multiple times a week. Some led by example, acknowledging their own mistakes and how they used those mistakes to grow. And some served as blind matches. Individuals who at the start of the cycle were willing to step up and be of service to a complete stranger. Some cadets would not have put on the WYCA uniform if it wasn't for the encouragement of their mentor. Others wouldn't have kept it on long enough to cross the stage today. We have many more of our Youth Challenge mentors in the audience than we can individually recognize. They have provided encouragement, strength, and hope to our cadets. Will the current and past mentors in the auditorium today please stand to be recognized? Thank you to all of our wonderful mentors for joining the Washington Youth Challenge Academy family, for dedicating your time and your wisdom to help our graduates succeed. Cadets, I love how they look up here. Congratulations. We look forward to hearing about your continued growth during the next 12 months. As you move into that next phase, please remember, you did not get here alone. You are sitting here because your hard work was supported by your relationships. From the proud loved ones back home, to Academy staff, to your mentors. Each relationship involved investment by both sides, and today you are seeing those investments pay off. Give me a thumbs up if you remember your lessons about compound interest. Oh, I know it's got to be more of you than that. Look at those little tiny thumbs up. I kind of remember it. All right. Brush up on it when you get home. As you move into the post-res with your mentor, I challenge you to be smart. I challenge you to be greedy. Continue to invest in the relationship with your mentor, and just like compound interest, you're going to see your payoffs grow exponentially. Cadets, give your mentors one. Thank you all.
It's my pleasure to welcome the official party to the stage. The official party consists of the Commander of the Washington Air National Guard, Brigadier General Gent Welsh, Representative Sharon Tominko Santos of the Washington State House of Representatives, the Director of the Washington Youth Challenge Academy, Director Amy Steinhilber, and the Principal of the Washington Youth Challenge Academy, Principal Rick Brownell. Counselor Melissa Faulkner will read the names of the cadets as we celebrate their completion of the residential phase.
I think this might be the moment you've been waiting for. Cadet Commander Elijah Naliai. From the 1st Platoon Wolfpack, Jaden Alexander Adame. Tucker Benton. Josiah Marion Blackburn. Jesus Manuel Carrillo. Ryder Carnahan. Joel Castañeda. Cadet Dickinson. Gabriel Erickson. Cadet Esparza. Trenton Philbin. Zay Frutos Lopez. Pedro Gómez González. Carlos Gutierrez. Tyler Harris. Ryan Hayes. Gavin Jacobs. Cadet Kelly. Michael Lee King. Devaye Bayon King. Race Cook. David Congolo Bea. Aiden Uno Landry. Owen Larson. Juan Carlos Lopez. Justin Miller. Cadet Monroy. Jose Orozco. Silas Rue. Juan Diego Rosas. Mason Scott. Luke Shu. Vidal Vargas. Caden Vaughn. From the 2nd Platoon Spartans, Darren Jose Cepeda. Muau Elijah Coffin. Xavier Reese Conrad. Alexander Delgado Palma. Fabian Garcia. Alexis González Ortiz. Christopher Hartwig. Aaron Timothy Heiser. Roberto Emilio Hernández. David Alejandro Hernández García. Anthony Wick Houston. Jesus Patricio Huey. Elias James Hunsaker. Cadet Jennings. Ian Eugene Landry. Zachariah Ezequiel Laupola. Henny Jr. Living Isitone. José Luna Valencia. Ramiro Gildardo Martínez Cuevas. Grady Mukbai. Cody Music. Isaac Lotoa Nagaseu. Jesus Rivera. José Luis Salcedo. Hilalio Sapo Yendo. Basiru Senghor. Komasi Victor Sio. Emilio Soto Viveros. George Pedro Valencia, Jr. Antonio Velasquez Wilborn. Cadet Ronnie Debo Wiley. Levi Woody. From the 3rd Platoon, Eagles, Adeline Bowl. Michaela Brown. Imani Cano. Angela Chavez Ubay. Rebecca Cisneros. Anaí Clara Tapia. Aaliyah Daly. Hannah Elston. Jamie Emil. Jennifer Espinosa Camacho. Paula Farias Velázquez. Jaden Fox. Roxana Garcia. Sidlali Garcia Merlin. Valeria Gomez. Angelina Govea. Jade Green. Jasmine Hernandez Morales. Cadet Holter. Alexandria Jackson. Michelle Jaime. Cristal López Cruz. Jocelyn Garcia McDonald. Elizabeth Morfin Bueno. Daniela Nava González. Nalira Newkirk Williams. Jacqueline Ramirez. Mayra Ramirez. Hannah Rao. Inaya Reynolds. Nia Reynolds. Sierra Rice. Nahara Stillman. Mikaylee Torres. Eileen Villagomez. Celeste Walding. And Satori Workman.
This is a great day, folks. I want to say good afternoon. I'm Rick Brownell. I'm proud to be the principal of the Washington Youth Challenge Academy. I first want to take a moment and thank you all. I know that you have traveled, I would probably say, from all corners of the state. I heard some were flying over, many were driving the day before. So, from the cadets, thank you. But please give yourself a round of applause for making it here today and celebrating with us. If we keep it up, it's going to be hours before we get out of here. I want to start with my day with a speech from Martin Luther King. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Cadets, throughout the past 5.5 months, you have built academic knowledge and you have built great character. Because of the restrictions, the social distancing, the quarantines, and the fact that there was only one home pass, you cadets, most of all, have shown great courage, stamina, tenacity, and pure determination in making it here today. You rose to the academic rigor and standards of the Washington Youth Challenge Academy. Every cadet up here behind me, in 5.5 months, earned at least 5 high school credits. 40, good, yeah. But 43 of the cadets behind me earned all 8 possible credits. I have to tell a little story. Last cycle, there was a cadet who asked a very simple question. Can I take a test to get credits for the language of my family? And because at the Academy, we're always trying to make our best even better, we found the Avant language test. Because of finding this test and this simple question from a cadet, several of the cadets behind me took the Avant test, and they'll be going home with an additional 3 to 4 high school credits. Bravo! Now, I really want to acknowledge the fact that today's not possible without the hard work from whom I would say has got to be the greatest faculty, cadre, and staff that I have ever worked for. Everyone at the Academy, and I mean everybody, puts in the extra time and effort to make sure that this can all happen. A round of applause for all of our cadre, staff members, and faculty. Cadets, turning the tassel is known as a gesture of completion. But I say for you, let it symbolize your hard work, your dedication, and your perseverance. Let it also remind you this is your beginning. Your experience should always be with you and held on to, because you have achieved a true education from the Washington Youth Challenge Academy. Cadets, prepare to turn your tassel. Cadets, turn your tassel. Oh. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Director of the Washington Youth Challenge Academy, Director Amy Steinhilber.
Okay, one more act after me. In the words shared today, you heard echoes of our, in the words heard today, you heard echoes of our 3,268 graduates. Each story, in its simplicity, summarizes that noble struggle to reconcile our past with our core values, to build character, and to extend our reach in service to others. And that is the quintessential outcome that the Washington Youth Challenge Academy has and always will deliver for youth furthest from educational justice. Cadets, that struggle doesn't end today, nor does it end across the next 12 months of your post-residential phase. We are all forever connected and responsible to extend our reach and service to our families, our schools, our communities, our state, and our nation, and even our world. You heard Representative Tomiko Santos refer to you as the next greatest generation and empower you to think about community. But those weren't just words. Among many other accomplishments, Representative Santos was one of the sponsors for the bill that actually created the Office of Equity in our state, a momentous step toward reconciling our ideals with our history. Actions this powerful, whether on a large scale or personally, are the result of taking stock in what we think about when we hear words like unity or community. Initially, we might imagine people who look, live, believe, and think like us. Looking at the Washington Youth Challenge Academy's uniforms, many people think that uniformity means we're all the same. But our current and our past graduates would tell you differently. They know that it's not an identity about sameness. It's about being an important part of a diverse team, unified toward common goals, with respect for each other, sometimes a respect so radically intentional that, as you've heard today, it can feel like a special kind of family. If you can extrapolate that to the larger community, you understand that our Washington Youth Challenge Academy community doesn't stop at the campus gates in Bremerton. Let's test that theory, see if you're awake. Ladies and gentlemen, if you drove over a mountain pass to come to this opportunity today, would you please stand and remain standing as you are able? Wow. Wow. All right, bear with me and stay standing for just a little bit longer. If you drove from the far reaches of our state, from places like Spokane, Clarkston, Meade, Colville, Walla Walla, or Omak, would you please remain standing while the rest of you can kindly take your seats? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. That's dedication. Let's give them a round of applause. Community, access, opportunity. You heard the numerous changes Class 22-1 endured during this adventure and the resulting growth that cadets achieved, the result of difficult choices, building supportive relationships with staff, mentors, and peers, and facing challenges. Indeed, the Academy would not be what it is without challenge, such a uniquely diverse and yet crucial component of the mission of one of our most cherished partnerships, the Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction. Cadets, our colleagues in public schools not only need you to translate this success back to your home schools, but they need you to continue to have access, you and your peers, not only to what we offer, but how we offer it. They need the Washington Youth Challenge Academy to reinforce trust and professional relationships you while rappelling, or sharing some push-ups, or camping, or training you to go back to your communities able to be responders in the event of an emergency. Academy staff had the benefit of watching you interact with peers when you go home, quote unquote, after dinner and on weekends. Getting to know you at this level enables your staff here at the Academy to meet you where you are in your social skills, emotional well-being, and behavior strategies, as well as academically. And while there are many leadership opportunities back at the over 600 high schools across the state who rely on us, you didn't realize that until you came here and were expected to actively lead your peers. It was because you had access to the Academy that you could stretch your limits, or if you'll entertain a metaphor, climb those mountains, reaching beyond to your true potential. Since January, Class 22-1 collectively earned 769 high school credits, an average of 7.4 credits each. They ran their 1 mile run an average of 2 minutes and 46 seconds faster. So they put in the sweat equity to become more physically fit today than when they arrived. They contributed over 6,100 hours of volunteer service to the community, a value of $206,330. And most importantly, cadets learned the balance of fellowship and leadership, gained life coping skills, practiced job skills, and transformed themselves and those around them to become the healthy, responsible, strong individuals of positive influence. Cadets, distinguished guests, mentors, families, and friends, we are counting on you to join us in extending our reach so that others can benefit from better access to this opportunity. Thank you. And it's now my honor and privilege to introduce your favorite closer and mine, Commandant Christopher Acuna.
Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to impact young people's lives the way we do. And to the entire WYCA staff, parents, community partners, thank you for your unwavering dedication and support. Cadets, the many weeks you spent here have prepared you well for what lies ahead. Every challenge you overcame, every safe failure, every win has boosted your confidence. You have transformed yourselves into highly disciplined individuals who have the power to be self-correcting and self-reliant. Make a commitment to use your skills to do good things. You joined the 3,164 cadets that stood where you are now. And like you, they looked forward to their post-residential phase with eager anticipation. Many of them encountered challenges they had not planned for. The same thing may happen to you, but do not be afraid. Have faith that you are strong enough to handle any challenge that comes your way. Prepare, plan, learn, pursue excellence in all you do. Stay connected to your mentors and your WYCA family. Fulfill your commitment to the post-residential phase by remaining committed to your educational goals and by staying in regular contact with your case managers and mentors. We are so proud of what you've accomplished. Congratulations. And parents, I'd like to ask you to remain seated, and if I could get the staff up on that line. As the cadets exit the auditorium, the foyer will remain open up top for 30 minutes to allow for family photos. Your cadet graduation packets are located downstairs. The cadets will know how to lead you there, and we ask that only one authorized parent or guardian accompany your cadet downstairs. Now, there are a few cadets whose personal gear is now here that wasn't picked up earlier, and there are also a few cadets who need to, parents who need to sign out their medications for their cadet. That can all happen down here. Again, once we have our caps and gowns, and we have your final signature, we'll give the important graduation packets back to you. We're going to try and send you out with a proper cadence.
Forward, march, left, left. Somewhere there's a mother crying for her son. I regret to inform you that the cycle's begun. Somewhere there's a father crying for his daughter. I regret to inform you that the cycle's been rough. I said, Mama, don't worry, I'ma be okay. I am all grown up, I'ma be alright. I said, Papa, don't worry, everything is okay. I am all grown up, I'ma be alright. Somewhere there's a mother crying for her son. I'm glad to inform you that the cycle is done. Somewhere there's a father crying for his daughter. I'm glad to inform you that the cycle is done. I said, Mama, don't worry, everything is okay. I am all grown up, I'ma be alright. I said, Papa, don't worry, everything is okay. I am all grown up, I'ma be alright.